So something that I've been wanting to share. There's something I've been wanting to share about, but haven't really known how. Probably because it makes me cry when I think about it. But it's sort of like the context of why I'm here. So I think it's worth sharing about. Yeah, I mean, maybe people are sort of confused as to like, why is Soren talking about this stuff? And I guess if you've known me closely for a while, you're aware of, I don't know, these compulsions that I have towards these intense spiritual experiences, or even dogmatic beliefs at times. And while all of that comes from a pain that I'm in a sense, so I want to acknowledge that all of the chaos, all of the pendulum swinging in my life, all of the running around, trying this, trying that, has all come from a deep spiritual pain. And so I want to share about the journey, because I know I'm not the only one. But what I want to talk about right now is an experience that I had about 5 years ago, where I was visited by the Virgin Mary, as she described herself to me. And she pointed me in a direction that has become the context of my life. And so I want to share about that direction, because at the time that I met her, I was on a very dogmatic path of religion. Just in the sense that I was really trying to figure it out. I was really trying to do the right thing. I was really trying to be in the right religion. I was really trying to worship the right way, and all of these things. And again, I can see now that that was because of a deep spiritual pain that I've been in, and I was looking for the solution through I would say through following the rules, right? I thought that if I could just find the right rules, just find the right religion, that it would alleviate this pain, and I would be able to be a good husband to somebody and a good father, and because I also thought that was what I was supposed to be. And so at the time that I met her, that was the path I was on, trying to learn more and follow rules better, and sort of try to control myself enough so I could follow these religious rules. And so when I saw her and she revealed herself to me as the Virgin Mary who I read about in the Bible, my desire, my impulse. It wasn't even a desire, it was an impulse. And I say this, like, all I can really compare it to is like if you've ever seen a dog howl at the moon and you understand that, like, oh, this dog doesn't even know what it's doing. Like, you know, it's not this, it's like pure instinct or something. My instinct was that I wanted to worship her. And I asked, I said, please, what can I do? Can I sing? Can I dance? What? I'd been in so much pain, and I wanted to offer her something that would have her alleviate me. And she kind of laughed, you know? Yeah, I said, like, how can I worship you? Please tell me. And she just sort of like, just kind of laughed and let me know, like, she's not here to be worshipped by me. But she said she was here to teach me how to worship. How to worship God. And so she started to teach me, and she said it's a discipline of the heart. She said it's a living worship inside the tree of life. And she showed me this tree that seems to have, I don't know, maybe like a family in it. It was kind of hard to tell. Like, it was sort of like a tree that actually had like a house inside of it. And so I could sort of see through the windows. And I just got that there was a lot of love in this tree. And that the people living inside of it were, you know, they were in a type of union, a type of flow with nature and the world and God. And it didn't have a name to it in the sense of an identity. It didn't have a denomination. It wasn't a church in that sense. It wasn't about what they called God. But it was the living worship inside the tree of life. And so that's just been becoming the context of my life. I really didn't understand at all what it meant at the time. I mean, maybe I thought in some sense I did, but I know I didn't, because the searching did not end there. And a lot of things have had to happen. A lot of things have had to fall away. A lot of things have had to fall apart in order to start to understand what a living worship is. Not even understand. I don't want to say understand, because that's the thing. It's not about the understanding. But it's taken, so much has had to fall away in order to sort of like be sort of like washed up upon the rocks of the living worship, I guess is a better way to say. Like, I was living my life in the way that I thought it was supposed to be, and then that ship had to crash, and then I got washed up upon the rocks of the living worship. And I'm just now starting to like gain consciousness. So I want to share it. So that's what I'm doing here. I am regaining consciousness of this living worship and what it is to live as a human being not as the identity I've created.